What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chichi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
My woman lied to me about my son of 11 years. He's not mine. This video is going pretty viral right now and stirring up a lot of conversation. If you haven't seen it, well, no more wasting time. Let's get it.
What's up is why you've been lying to me for 11 years, telling me that DJ is my real son. Why you been lying to me?
What have I been lying about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA saying what?
Saying that he's not my son.
Let me see this DNA test.
You don't need to see it. I saw it.
How DNA test gonna say?
How you gonna be
your son
lying to
is
me
your
for
son?
11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Where's the lie? 'Cause
The
I
lie
didn't
is
see no
you.
DNA
You
test.
are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years, having me believe that my son that I've been raising for 11 years is not really my son. Like, how could you do that to me? Like, what can you say for yourself right now?
What made you get a DNA test?
Because I went through your phone.
Why is it that that's always the question? Because I've done a couple of these videos where men find out that the child they've been raising up for years is not theirs. Why is the question always, why did you get a DNA test in the first time? Hold on. Why is that a common question? We're going to get back into this video, but why is it a common question to ask, why did you get the child tested? I want you guys to really think about how freaking crazy that is. How is that a question to be like, oh, how dare you go get the child tested? Every child should be tested if you ask me. I think a lot of men would agree with that as far as DNA testing, because these stories are more common than people think. But the fact that women are surprised that you would even dare go check, to me, is mind-blowing. They're always shocked in these type of videos. Let's keep watching.
Talking about me, laughing and bragging, telling your friends that I have no idea that he's really not my son. So I went and got a DNA test done. Like, you think I'm stupid or something?
Damn.
Like, how could you do this to me?
All right, so there's a part 2 to this I'm about to play right now. But did you guys hear what he just said? He said that she was bragging to her friends. This is some pure evil shit. She was bragging to her friends, saying things like, oh, he doesn't know that the child isn't his. Pure evil. All I'm going to say is hell's going to be packed. Let's keep listening.
Different father. I sure have, because I thought he was my son. Because you've been lying to me this whole time.
What are you talking about? Does it matter?
It does matter.
Dog, no. I refuse to believe these are real. This is real. I refuse to believe these are real questions been asked. I refuse to believe that she's saying that. He's maintaining composure. This is crazy. I mean, this is the time to walk out, right? Nuts.
Crazy? What do you mean? That absolutely matters. Like, you don't see anything wrong with what you did? You don't see anything wrong with what you did? You've been lying to me. You've been sitting here lying to me for 11. Of course I love him, but you guys can't stay. You can't stay here anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I don't
about.
know. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Yes.
It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Yep.
It's not my problem. You can't stay here. You can't stay here. You
Yes,
can't
sir.
stay here. I don't know.
Get her out.
I did my job. I did my job. I did my job as a dad. I did my job as a dad. You can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Both y'all can't stay anymore. No, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Y'all can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get y'all house. Y'all gotta go. I can't deal with it. I'm putting y'all out. Yes.
Who's gonna put it out?
Wow. Listen, guys, I have this bad habit, right? When things to me are unbelievably horrible, I'm the type of person to laugh in disbelief because I really can't believe this shit, bro. Like, I can't believe that this is crazy. And what's wild about this is that this happens so much. It's happened so often. And the reaction from the women who usually do this are almost always the same. It's always almost like, how dare you check? You've been his father for so long. Why kick us out? How dare you test? You've been his father for so long. What's the difference? Women don't understand how important it is that a man is carrying out his bloodline to the next generation. They don't get it. This is male nature. I was on a safari the last time I was in Zambia, Southern Africa. And remember the tour guide, one of the guys there was talking about the zebras and how zebras, when they take over a herd, well, I don't know what you call them, a herd of female zebras. There's usually one guy who's basically smashing all the female zebras. And if he takes over that herd of female zebras, he goes around to see if any one of them are pregnant by any other zebras. And if he finds a pregnant zebra, he pretty much torments her until she miscarriages, until her body deletes her baby. And the question there is, well, why does that zebra do that? Well, that's because it is in the nature of the male zebra to make sure that his bloodline gets carried on, and only his bloodline. He doesn't want to have any other man's bloodline get carried off or take care of any other man's kids. You know, we've civilized society to the point where we look at men and we think, oh, we could just have them take care of other men's children, and they don't care, but they do care. They do care. This is why when men usually find out things like this, it breaks them, and why they can easily do things like he just did and say, hey, get out. Because at that point, it's not his child, and he's been lied to and tricked in this situation, which really this should be a crime. As always, of course, the internet had a lot to say about this specific topic. Let's check out these comments and see what the people have to say. First comment here comes from a woman, and she says, even if she knew, the fact that she was laughing and joking about him not knowing is what makes it worse. Yeah, that was that was unbelievable to me. I said it once, I'll say it every time. DNA testing should be mandatory at birth. This is true. It would nip all these situations right in the bud. And I've contemplated possibility of DNA testing being mandatory, and I've thought, like, man, states would push against this like crazy, because you have to understand, if they make DNA testing mandatory, what does that do? Well, it puts the woman in a position, the 304 in a position where she may not even know who the dad is. And the state wants to make money off you paying child support on a child that's not yours. It's a brutal effing game. And they're aware of the stats. They know that 1/3 of these tests come back negative. They know that these women belong to the streets, majority of them out here. They know. They don't want to deal with it. They would rather say, hey, as long as your name is on that birth certificate, meaning if she can convince you to sign that birth certificate, if she can scam you into it, they don't care. They want their money. If this guy's married, you got to think of how brutal this actually gets. I mean, great for him standing up and kicking them out, but just think if they're actually married, they could still collect child support from him. Think if this was a situation where he gets a divorce, they would actually be kicking him out. Think of how effed up this shit is, bro. They're kicking him out, making him pay child support. Crazy stuff, man. To think of how effed you could be by the state for marriage, from child support, a woman lying to you to this extent. Hopefully he's not married. I don't know. I didn't look up into the story, but just the turnout of something like this, it's bro. I sit here and I'm like, is this real life? Every man should test. Every man should test. Every man should test. Every man should test. This next comment reads, she ain't even try to apologize or talk about it. She gaslighting, then saying it don't matter when you are laughing at this man about it behind his back. This is so sad. This is terrible. Next comment says, goddamn, the fact she did not see anything wrong with it is sick. Very sick. Another comment here says she needs to tell her friends, girl, he found out. Can we stay with y'all? That conversation gonna be spicy. Yeah, they want nothing to do with it. This next comment reads, the fact that this disheveled airhead of a female would deduce her son, a living being, to nothing more than a laughable notion to shame, insult, clown, gesture, embarrass, and dishonor the very man that's been there raising his perceived seed, who's also developing into another young man, is just ... That's sickening. Next comment here says, damn, why are we this way? The little boy without a dad is the greatest L. That is very true. Another comment here says, no accountability at all. I'm not surprised. Me neither. Next comment reads, I commend him for his self-control and hope he gets the time and space to process all these big feelings. Yeah, he kept oddly very calm during that situation. Comment goes on to say, the moment he said, I'm hurt, I can't deal, she should have shut her mouth and began to pack. Very true. This next female commenter asked, when are these women gonna start getting charged and in prison for falsifying rape allegations and things like this? This is a very good question. The fact that we haven't gotten to the point now where women are getting charged for lying about being raped, because men don't recover from those false allegations. And then this is another thing you as a man is not really going to recover from. Think of the type of pain and hurt and distrust you have from this point going forward when it comes to relationships and women. This is unfortunate, and more men need to speak up about this type of situation because it's very real. This next comment reads, let's hear the excuses from the sisterhood. The shit's going to be gold. I don't think there's excusing this, but you know, I wouldn't put it too far for modern women to try. Another comment here says, goddamn, the fact she did not see anything wrong with this is sick. And finally, our last comment says he's scorned for life. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Very unfortunate story. And I believe every man should test his children. I do believe that, right? And hopefully men are learning from seeing videos like this and content like this. Listen, I appreciate y'all for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.